just give a countdown?
Oh, 3, 2, 1, go. But as of 5
God
seconds ago.
damn it. Okay.
The opening is me
Oh
going,
my
oh.
Okay. Hello everyone. Welcome to Radiant Shield session 20, or if you were to believe the information handed out last session, session 19. I was given some faulty information by a certain player that plays a fighter warlock multi-class.
Me?
Yikes.
Anyways,
He put it together.
let's recap what happened last
Matthew's been real
session
slow tonight.
for everyone's benefit. Well, I will do it because I give good recaps. Because
Yeah, you do, Ben.
I prepped it. Last session started as the party saw the explosion that rattled the fort in the middle of the city. They quickly ran off to the center to try and investigate, but had a brief conversation with Captain William Laurel and his squad of soldiers about what had been happening in the city since they departed. Eventually, they were given the map of the location of the runes and would head off to investigate the true nature of the runes placed by the Suns. As the party made their way through the streets into the Noble District, they found them oddly empty, devoid of people or guards heading to or fleeing the scene. Along the last stretch of road to the entrance of the fort, they found a figure standing atop one of the buildings. The figure seemed to recognize Edurm in particular and said the party should turn around or things would get violent. However, ignoring his request, he eventually left, saying that he would have to deal with the bomb squad and tried to prevent the party's entry into the fort with many goons and cloaked figures. The party rushed to get into the fort as quickly as possible, as the fire still raged inside, and they were on the clock. Making their way with some damage and resources expended, all party members were able to enter the fort, except for Richard the Brave, who was cut off by the collapse of the gate before he could make it in. The party continued into the fort, assessing the situation and deeming that their aid would be most useful in helping the governess and the headmaster of the Burning Hand out of the governess's manor. Expending some resources and using some of their skills, although there were stumbles along the way, the party was able to save all concerned parties moments before the manor collapsed. After a brief argument of how to proceed next, the party left Dro while the rest headed out to try and assist the squad that they believed the mysterious figure was going after. However, after exiting the fort, they found the dead body of Richard the Brave slumped against the fort entrance before running off back to the city. And that is where we pick up.
Yes.
So you all run off. So yeah, this is something you can make in about 20-30 minutes. If you want to push it and go faster, you could probably cut that time in half. But all people who do that will sustain a level of exhaustion.
And what's the penalty for exhaustion right now? Right now it's a -1 to every roll, but
it just goes up and minus to the roll.
okay.
It stacks.
Yeah, it just stacks.
There's no like
Alex is kind
thresholds
of
for
leading the
other
charge,
things.
so kind of whatever
Yeah.
she.
It's a total of 10 points. Once you get to 10, you die. But every other one is a -1, -2, -3, and then at one point it is a movement speed reduction.
And right now we're running after the bomb squad to go save them, hopefully.
That is the thought.
That is a thought. Well, since we're already incredibly late, yeah, we're gonna book it. We're gonna take the level, unless like anyone like actively
with
says,
exhaustion.
"Alex, slow down."
Emotions are running high.
I'm good for the exhaustion.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
Eddie's rushing.
But you don't
Ben,
have to. Yeah.
Can I get on? I will take level of exhaustion. Can I get up on the ruse and run so I can look out up
Sure.
there while we're running too?
Yeah, sure. If you want, you could give me a perception check while you're running around.
Yeah. Character sheet. Perception. That should have a -1. Or would it have a -1 now?
No, while you're running through, you're not like fully exhausted yet. So
Okay.
we'll count that as 18. So while you're running, it's very clear to see the direction of where you kind of split off from the squad, the elite squad. You can see smoke rising from somewhere in the residential district. It doesn't. You can see flames as well. No, actually, you can't see flames. You only see smoke. You see smoke rising from somewhere in the residential district, generally near where you think you departed from the school.
When he sees that, that's when he's gonna start booking it.
Yeah. So you all book it, all gain your level of exhaustion. So all -1 to rolls. Every roll. You eventually do make it towards where some of the runes were, guided by the smoke and just general knowledge of where the runes were from Trill, sort of, I imagine, giving some directions and tidbits, and people just remembering where everyone split off. You eventually do find the elite squad, William and the mage and everyone. It seems they are still probably about 5 minutes away from where the smoke was rising that you saw, and the mage looks significantly injured, but everyone present, everyone present is injured while the mage is significantly injured, but everyone present is alive.
I didn't see our the guy who caused the explosion anywhere while I was running on top, did I?
No.
Okay. Just want to make sure. When we get up to them, I'm gonna jump down. What happened?
Well, we were dealing with the rune. We were ambushed by someone. They tried to stop us from interacting with the rune, eventually detonating it themselves.
Shit.
Seems that they didn't want us to figure out what was going on.
There's more than just the one rune, right? I've seen a couple of them, right?
Yeah, you've seen a couple of them, and judging by the information you've been given, there are many around the city.
Well, I've seen where a few more are. There's supposed to be many of them around the city. If we want, we can head over to another one.
We can try. We can try, but I don't think we'll be able to do too much. Arthur is injured and used some of his power to try and identify it before he was disrupted. Unless any of you have any methods of your own, I don't know if we'll be able to get much more information from it.
Squall.
I don't.
Squall, do you think that you could use this wizard's power here?
To identify the mage?
Like how you speak in other people's voices?
Yeah.
Maybe you could, I don't know, try and take it from him so that you could use it?
Were you trying to use a spell to identify these wards?
Yes. The spell was interrupted before I was able to complete it.
Fuck. We left Dro back in the fucking base. Shit.
Is it the identify spell? The spell of identification.
Yes.
Oh, then does that mean you have a pearl handy? I have that. I
do.
know that spell. I just need the required materials to be able to do it myself.
Yes.
I was just never mind. I'll ask.
Yes. He reaches into a satchel around his waist. His cloak's burned, and you can see cuts through it. Reaches in and is able to hand you a pearl.
Can I do a quick little medicine check just to see if just to like at a glance notice his wounds and.
Yeah, I was about to.
Sure. Yeah, both of you can do that.
Okay.
I was at a very brief. I rolled a 5. Oh, sorry, a 4 after the exhaustion.
Okay.
I rolled a 5 minus 3. That's a 2.
Okay, so both of you are looking him over, and it just generally looks like you can't get anything other than surface level observations. I mean, there's cuts in his robe. He's bleeding in certain places. Some of the cloak is singed.
Yeah, I'm just gonna.
Looks
pop a
injured.
cure wound.
Can't get anything behind that. By that.
I'm gonna give him a cure wound. Help the guy out. We already
Sure.
lost one ally today. We can't afford to lose anymore. That is a 7 plus 3, so he gets
Okay.
10.
Boom. You, Blair. What is your cure wounds right now?
Yeah, so it's basically Eddie plays like a little soft, like chord on his lute, and some green energy spirals from the strings onto the person as he puts his hand. It spirals from the strings onto his hand and touches them,
Mhm.
and the magic heals them.
Okay. As you do this, Eddie, you and everyone else that's looking on can see some of the small cuts through the cloak start to close back up. He still looks injured, but certainly looking better than before. Thank you for the aid, sir. But yeah,
The situation at the fort is being handled. The guards are putting out the fires as they can. The governess is safe.
that's good.
We left our one of our companions back there to help tend to the wounded.
All right. Let's get this done as soon as possible, shall we? We have some work to get done. Okay. He takes out his the sheet of paper that had some of the locations of the runes on it. I assume you'll be needing this.
I take a quick glance at it and say, "Oh, I know where you're going. I know. Oh wait, are they coming with us?
Yeah, they're gonna come with you.
Okay. We're going to that one. I point to the closest one to us. I know where it is. I'm going to go on the
All right.
rooftops, try to get a look around.
Yeah, sure. So for everyone, sorry.
Yep. Yeah. Listen.
For everyone else that is on the ground, the captain of the squad is going to sort of lead you to the one that was pointed out by Trill. Trill, you go up top on the roofs, sort of going in that direction. You don't see anything else beside on the rooftops besides what you're trying to get to.
I will.
Listen. Sorry, go on.
I will have my bow in hand and strung, and I will have an arrow resting like just on it, but not like pull back and all. Just have it resting there.
Okay. It's not too long. 5 minutes. A run, walk. So you're able to eventually get over to this rune that is pointed out. Again, it's the same half of an R inside of the circle that you've seen a couple of times throughout your time here in the city. All right, this is it. So you're able to perform this identification spell.
Yes, I should be able to.
Make it quick.
Of course. I will use my ritual casting to cast it immediately as a ritual. And that'll be my expended slot of that.
Sure. You weave your magic, identifying the rune. It is strange what you get back. This isn't magic or an item you are completely familiar with. This is certainly magical in nature, but not the same type of magic that you have been taught. I mean, the runic language of this is just entirely different than what you know as well. You are able to confirm what you already suspected, that it is using evocation magic of some sort. While it is difficult to parse through and pick up pieces of information from it, you don't think from this that this is just a bomb. There seems to be some sort of controlled release of the energy that is supposed to create something with it, rather than just an explosive that releases all the energy at once. You think it might have a similar effect to a wall of fire, but again, it's difficult to tell exactly what all of this is, because it's like reading something in a foreign language that you understand.
Unknown style, still evocation. Probably not a bomb, probably something similar to like a firewall where it's gonna conjure something up. It's not gonna be like a straight evocation, it's gonna be some like application of it essentially.
Yeah.
Gotcha. From what I'm able to gather from it's very foreign. Not magic I'm used to seeing. But it is evocation. But it seems coordinated. It doesn't seem like it's just supposed to be a bomb or anything like that. I think the Suns were being honest. Maybe they're being manipulated, but they have good intentions as far as I can tell.
What did they tell you their plan was with these runes?
Said they were placing them to protect the city from the Horde. I guess
Right.
maybe they're supposed to create some sort of barrier whenever they're activated.
Certainly strange that we haven't heard anything about this.
Not exactly like they want to show their faces. One side is skeptical about them, and then the church wants them dead.
Right.
So they
They're-
don't feel very comfortable going around.
So they're not just gonna blow up?
Not if they're activated correctly. But it seems that whoever that was earlier may have some different intentions with them. They
Well,
clearly explode. You said that was triggered earlier?
Yes, after he ambushed us, he broke the seal on the rune and it released fire everywhere.
See.
these things are already out here and they're all rigged to explode if done wrong. So we have to figure out what their real purpose is. We should go talk to the Suns. Maybe if we can like get them to activate it early and correctly, there won't be any explosions and the whole city won't blow up.
I think that's the best move.
We don't know what they're trying to set up, but it's probably better than blowing up everything.
If we knew more about that figure earlier. Seems to be coordinating all this mess.
We know he's fast, and we know we don't have a lot of time.
Let's do what we can. see about the Suns.
Whiskey, what do you think?
I just want to find who caused this.
Hey, you. I'm pointing to the big, I think orc guy or half orc.
Half-orc.
Yeah.
Hello, little lady.
Could you do me a favor?
Looks at the captain. What kind of favor?
If we're gonna be taking this big step, we're gonna need everybody here. I need you to go get our friend.
Oh. Your friend?
Oh,
The one at the fort you talking about earlier?
Yeah. Just tell her to meet us where we were held up with all the carpets. You wanna go with him?
Don't worry, you all head out together. We need to head to the fort anyways. We need to report on our findings out in our expedition and make sure the governess is all right.
Okay.
There's still someone around.
Tell her to meet us where the carpets were.
We'll inform your friend as soon as we get there.
thank you.
Squaw, you ready to learn a bit more about this?
As excited to as ever. See what's going on, all these moving pieces.
So, you all planning to head back to the hideout that Karthus led you to?
To the Suns.
Okay. You all split off from the squad that are going to go and retrieve Joe and make your way over towards the storefront that you were led to safety in and received all your equipment once again. You make your way, unless anyone wants to do anything else. Seeing this is a party effort, but might as well ask.
I'm just gonna do what I've been doing. Be on the roof and you watch.
Sure. Yeah. You eventually do make your way there to the back, open it up. You get to the hatch that you are familiar with. You are able to open it up without any issue. Descend into the circular room filled with ornate, exotic carpets and curtains surrounding it, blocking your vision to some other space. Not long after descending into the room, two figures emerge, both of whom you are familiar with. The tieflings, Karthus, and the enormous figure of Titan emerged, passing through the curtain. Oh, hey, what are you all doing here?
We need to know more about these roads.
Someone's turning them into weapons. Plans to.
Right. I'm pretty sure I told you everything I know earlier.
Well, then we need someone who knows more.
Is there anyone we could talk to, or anything, any person you could talk to figure out a way to deal with this person who's using them as bombs?
Okay, hold on for a moment. I'll be right back.
Love this dude.
Jesus Christ.
This dude, monotheistic.
Turns
Well,
around.
it's either Jesus or the stars. So
Jesus does not exist.
Stars above.
Yeah.
No, that's just his good buddy, the guy he's going to go find.
my good friend JC.
Stars.
He's in the back.
Jesus Christ, where are you?
He's a superstar. This guy. Let me tell you.
They got some questions about your bombs. Wards.
Yeah, he passes through the curtains once again, gentle, the whole time, obviously. You and your gentle whisper can be heard on the other side. Titan remains in the room, just looking at you all. And it's about 10 minutes later that Karthus comes back into the room. All right. So I found someone, okay? But they're kind of important. So whatever you do, make sure not to piss them off, all right?
Do you think I should grab one of those drinks from earlier?
Oh, I don't think he'd like me just giving you those drinks when he's about to have a conversation with you.
Just keep me quiet, you know.
Just be
Ask me
quiet.
the questions.
Don't ask
I'll do my best.
questions. Don't ask stupid questions, all right?
I shut up and I just salute him.
There we go. That's what we like to see. Okay. Remember, nothing stupid. And he walks backwards through the curtains again, and 30 seconds later, emerges with another tiefling. This tiefling is quite tall and slender compared to Karthus. Shorter than Titan. Titan is very, very tall, staying around 8 feet.
Are they all the same color?
No. Karthus is more of a red, more of a dull red, while Titan is more of a very vibrant, bright red. And this figure that just entered is more of a purple color. They're very tall and slender, almost, if not for their skin color and their horns, almost appearing elven-like in appearance. They seem quite old, and their figure does not give away much detail as whether they are a male or female figure. Very quite androgynous frame, as well as how they dress in simple robes. I've heard you needed information.
There's someone going around turning your sigils into bombs. We need to know more about them. To know what's going on, trying to stop him.
That is quite troubling news. Well, they want to know what these sigils are for.
We've heard that to help protect the city from the undead.
In a way, yes.
How do they do that?
For we give away information to each other. I think introductions are in order so that we know who we're talking to.
Real.
Trill.
If I may, my
And-
name's Squall.
Squall. Edium.
Alex.
And you. Sir.
He's just in his own little world.
Mime call.
Sorry, I was reading something.
Yeah, start paying attention to my session.
I'm sorry, I spaced out. I'm
Yikes.
sorry.
Like, what's your
Yikes.
character's name?
For shame.
Whiskey.
Nice.
There we go.
Sorry, Whiskey's a little out of it. He just lost a friend. He's not paying a lot of attention.
Good excuse.
Yeah, good excuse. I am Xandar. Shepherd. The
Xandar.
sons of Gargauth. He is Xandar, the shepherd of the sons of
shepherd.
Gargauth.
Okay.
Xandar the Shepherd.
Well, these runes are meant to be connected in a type of magical array that, when activated, will cause a magical barrier to appear. but if used incorrectly, they can explode, as you put it. Do you know of this figure who is using our runes in this way?
No idea on his name. He's an older elven man.
Well, we don't know
Yeah.
him, but I look at Eddie.
You met him once, Eddie, right?
Yeah. I don't know much about the guy, but the guy seems to know at least a lot about me.
Well, I wish there was... more I could do to directly help. However, our kind aren't exactly wanted on the streets right now.
If you could get on the street, how could you help?
I could lend you the aid of some more skilled members of the Suns. And I know, and we also know the exact location of all these runes. If there's anyone tampering with them, then we would know the place they would be.
Right. Do are any of your men good at tracking or knowing if someone has been in the area? Just knowing if anyone specifically has been in the area?
I'm sure there are some.
Then I'll
But we're
get you
spread
on.
out. But we are spread out between hideouts and locations. There are none here.
Then
I think,
me-
however, there is something more useful than a tracker that I could offer you, or rather, return to you. Out of his sleeves of his very simple coat, slides out a small potion bottle. Inside of it, it's a clear liquid that seems to be cloudy and misty, almost as if there's a fog trapped inside of it. And when you look at it, anyone that looks at it, from their perspective, it looks like there's a small pathway that opens up through the fog and leads to the other side. This was quite a powerful potion that we retrieved off your personage earlier. I believe it would be helpful in aiding you in this specific circumstances.
Is that the one that Joe took from me?
Yes.
Oh wait, that's mine. Reaches and grabs it.
what does it do?
Alex, I'll take that. I'll keep that. I'll have that for safekeeping.
It's still on them. They, in fact, when you try to go reach out and grab him, Titan gets in front of you, just looks down at you, and grabs your arm in like a vice grip.
Ow, 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 ow. You can let go. I won't grab it.
Release the girl.
Alex.
Stands aside. Lets go of you, scowling at you.
Ow.
Moves to the side. If this is yours, then you may have it.
I look at Titan.
Staring back at you.
Throws it at you. Throws it at your
I-
face. Alex, you suffered the confused
Confused
condition.
condition. So extends the potion out to you, Alex.
Okay. Now I gently, with the other hand, reach out and grab it.
Yeah.
Because I'm ambidextrous.
You are permanently
You
so.
are.
I grab it with just as much dexterity as I would my other hand.
As
you
we
can
all
do that.
know.
You can do that Princess Bride thing where you're like, actually, I'm
Yeah,
left-handed.
I'm left-handed.
And there's one thing I forgot to tell you. I'm left-handed.
I've been microdosing this potion this whole time. I
I
take
wanna
the
walk
rest.
over to-
Alex injects the ambidextrous potion. They're all everywhere.
Oh, what are you doing, Swole?
I was gonna say I want to like go over to Trill and like try and pull him to the side for a second.
Sure.
Right before it pulls me aside, what does that potion do?
That potion will allow you to find your true enemy. Whoever that might be.
And as I'm thinking on that, Skull's coming. Yes.
So, the Burning Hand has been demilitarized.
Yes.
They were the
That's
party
right.
that was most adamant about getting in the way of the Suns and fighting them and attacking
That-
them and whatnot.
That could be a religious issue itself, though, not something political, but I think I know where you're going. Let's continue.
But if we could prove that they have good intentions, that they're making these runes for the betterment of the city, if we could bring one over and show the governess that they're trying to help, then they could walk in the streets and they could help us.
Oh, trust me, I plan on it. I plan on trying to get that to work out now. I turn back to Xandar.
Xandar.
I turn back to Xandar. If can you please get some of the people from here and just as they go, they get more of the hideouts and get more of them and check your sigils and runes to make sure none of them have been tampered with. I will talk to the governess personally about allowing y'all to work more openly. We've already confirmed within the presence of high-ranking members of the military here that your sigils and that your runes are meant to protect the city, though they may explode if used improperly. With your expertise in making these and some of the mages within the military, maybe well, I will personally talk to the governess about allowing you all to work more closely with them on this.
I will instruct who I can to inspect the runes tonight. However, they won't be able to get through all of it in one night until I can ensure the protection of my people.
I have one thing to add.
Speak.
Would you be able and willing to come with us to the governess as a prisoner to keep you safe so they won't attack you? To prove that these wards are created to help.
Speak with your leader tonight, and we can arrange a meeting tomorrow.
I nod my head.
Do you want us to just come back here to arrange this meeting, or will you send someone, or meet you somewhere else?
Where do you take up residence in the city?
Well, where do we sleep? That's a good fucking question. We've been out of that for a while.
For about a day.
Professional
Yeah,
eyes.
I know in real life. Yeah.
Trill's like, it's been so long, I don't even remember.
I don't remember either.
Trill,
I don't have
to
pretend you know. We
Did
can
I don't have
pretend
that
you
in
say it. I'm pretty sure it's the like Silver Bell or something is where you're at, but I don't remember exactly. So we'll just say that you tell him. I will.
Ah, yes, that tavern. I'm intimately
Yeah,
familiar.
that tavern. I remember that very well. I will
The memories.
send someone there disguised, and they will meet you. We will know them when they meet. You will know them when you see them.
Thank you for your help.
We are simply trying to protect my people. If this ensures that, then of course I would help.
I will do everything I can to make that happen.
Unless you have any other business with me, I must return to my own business.
All right, let's take our leave then. Figure out who our true enemy is.
I
This is above. This is above. Oh, sorry. Interruptions.
was just gonna say, I pray for you. And may our fathers bless you. He turns around and leaves. Followed by Titan follows him, and Karthus is still there. Sorry, but what are you gonna say?
Just gonna double check above table. So the plan is essentially we're gonna talk to the governess tonight, and then tomorrow they'll all meet up at our tavern, and that's when we'll have the.
No, Xandar's gonna send someone to meet us at the tavern to talk about.
Basically, yeah, just to like give him the rundown and confirm everything before the actual meeting gets set up.
Oh, okay, gotcha. Okay.
Yeah.
Alrighty.
Well, looks like you got a busy night ahead of you. So, you all do that.
The body's
Oh,
buried.
him.
This guy's great.
I'll be
What a yuckster.
I'll be heading. I'll be going over there. Just points through behind him through the curtains.
Yes, over there.
Yeah, I'll be goodbye. Turns around and leaves.
I will go up the ladder and everything. Get out.
Before I walk out, I'll hand Squall. Hey, you
Sure,
hold
your
on to
hand
this?
Squall the potion.
Oh, thank God! I immediately put it in the bag.
Immediately add
I don't
cloudy
have carry
potion.
away for all that, dude.
Cloudy potion. That's what we're describing it as.
Yeah, cloudy potion.
A single drop of water. I don't have room for all that, dude. Get that out of here.
I'm assuming we're
outta here.
keeping with half pound.
All that for a drop of cum.
I'm wearing plenty armor. I cannot be holding all that.
So
Impossible.
yeah, you've had this conversation. You know, you're assuming by this point, the squad is still making it back to the fort. Is still making their way back. So Dro probably has not left the fort yet.
So that was pretty quick. Should we just, head to the center and hope we run into Dro?
Might be a good idea. The potion worries me.
About the true enemy wording.
Well, more so I don't know much, but does it show you the true enemy to whatever whatever situation you're thinking about or something? They weren't very specific on how it worked.
Zim Zim's not very specific either, so that's to be expected. Yeah. I guess we just, do our best with the information we have.
I think we get all the pieces we can on the table, and then we start moving. Try the potion whenever we can do what we can to get the tiefling available. Have more powerful allies to help.
Squall brought up a good point that the Burning Hands might be somewhat connected to this because they were so adamantly against the Suns. But I think we also aren't fully sure where the Suns' orders come from. And like you said, when we found the room, they could be guided. They could be being instructed wrong or something. There's still plenty of unknowns.
So, what is the plan, Stan?
I think we're gonna take the most obvious route from here, the governor's place. Governor's
Sure.
place. And hopefully, if
Is there
Dro does get the
anything
message to leave,
else?
then we'll run into them.
Is there anything else that anyone wants to say or do before you make your way over?
Oh, gotta stop my terrorist dad.
Gotta stop your terrorist dad. Is that what you're gonna say to everyone?
No,
Okay.
that's Daniel saying that.
Thank you. Yeah, so you all start making your way back. We're gonna pan over. Dro, you have been eating as much as you can inside the fort. The fires are still raging. They seem to have calmed down some. And the effort to evacuate people out of these buildings has been going on for a while now. There's still people going in and still people being brought back out. Seems the worse the injuries get, the longer this goes on. But I want to ask from Dro: is
Yeah.
Dro simply using spare the dying on these people, or is she going to try and aid in any other way while she's here?
She would most she would use spare the dying if it's ultimately necessary, because
Yeah.
if like they're you know at the dying phase, then yeah, she would use spare the dying. If they're still alive but just really injured, she will try to aid them as best they can.
Sure. Why don't you give me a medicine check for that?
Well, you got it. So 18.
18. You, I mean, you don't have medical equipment on you, but you're doing whatever small remedies that you can to more make these people feel better.
Yeah.
And trying to aid them, identifying the burn wounds and other minor cuts and stuff like that. You're simply doing what you can, giving them water, propping them up, but making them, feel as comfortable as possible. And you are able to, you spare the dying on people. But you notice with a lot of these people, it's either they are lightly injured or they are dead. That is the majority of what is going on here. It's either that they were able to escape the worst of it or they died.
They died. Yeah.
Yes.
I would just say just yeah, just I guess no, she would just be focused on the people that are alive right now.
Sure. About 40 minutes after the party originally left, you are approached by a group of 4 figures. You've met them before. You don't really know them all that well, but you know that they are, these are the people that led you into the city. They some sort of elite squad in the army that you've been in contact with a little bit. The human captain figure walks up to you. Your friends want to meet back up with you.
Well, I see that you're alive, so I take it they helped in some way, as Joe stands.
They were able to identify the. Rune's true nature. We don't believe that they're a bomb at this point.
Interesting.
Fighting already ended by the time they got there, though.
Well, you survived. At least that counts for something.
Yes. Well, we're a little hard to kill, so that factors into it. Your friends wanted to meet with the Sons before we left. I assume they're still there at this point,
Mm.
Joke's on him.
or coming back.
We go this way, Dro goes that way.
Yeah, literally just misses each other again entirely.
Spur of the
Dodge.
moment.
Yeah.
Anyway, Dro takes the scenic
Aw.
route and misses you entirely.
Mm. Kind of just looks around.
Yeah.
I
Everything all right?
I trust in their judgment as of right now. My place is still here. There is bodies that need to be buried before they turn.
I
I told them to come get me whenever whenever they rescued you, and I believe they still have other important things on their minds right now, things to clear up. I'll get the information from them.
If that's the case, then continue with your business. Do business of
Need-
our own that we need to attend to.
Go.
But if you
do
need
it.
anything, don't be afraid to ask. They start walking away.
You don't really say that when walking away, but whatever. And yeah, she'll just go. Are they still taking people out of the
Oh yeah,
barracks at this point still?
yeah, they're still doing stuff. Still
Does it
people
look
going
like?
in and out.
Yeah. Is it? Does it look like they're still act like? Are they bringing back people that are alive or no?
It's mostly people who are in bad shape. Some of them might be alive, some might be dead.
Okay. Well, yeah. Joe is still gonna help them out as best as they can.
Yeah. Well, it's not too much longer. Maybe 20 minutes later. 15, 20 minutes later, the party scales the wall once again, comes back, enters the fort. Not too long after, locates Dro. She's continuing an effort to aid people. That's your cue to go, guys.
Yeah.
I'm wondering why I'm not being reacted to. Okay,
Oh,
I was muted.
That's fair.
I kind of figured Tro was gonna talk, so I was like,
Bro, we have some information we want to talk to you about.
I figured as much. Like, well, tell the guard that to like help out the person that she was looking over.
of course, just salutes, says of course, goes ahead and does it. Takes over.
Stands up. All right. I'm listening.
Well, I'm sure they told you. I'm sure they told you when they got back, but we're nearly certain that the roads around the city aren't meant to be bombed by nature, but when activated incorrectly, could be used that way. We've talked with the Sons, and we're going to set up a meeting with them and the governess about fixing that. But otherwise, we don't really have much of a lead besides the potion they gave us back. They
Potion.
took a potion from our belongings when they went and took them from the church. And while we were
looks into her sack, doesn't see it. Oh.
the leader at the place, or one of the higher ranking members at the place we were at, what's the name of it, Xandar, they said that the potion would guide us to our true enemy, whatever that means. So I'm assuming our next step is to drink the potion or whatever and go follow it, or do we want to? This is kind of direct towards everyone. Do we want to try to meet back up with Jannar and them?
Just want to say, just for everyone's benefit, it is extremely late at night at this point. It's probably
Yeah.
around 11 o'clock. If
And
you
he's
had
an
a
old
clock,
man.
you have
He's got a
clock.
bedtime. You know.
Yeah. It's
How's
probably
the-
around 11. Just
Betty,
been running
bye.
around for.
How's the shape of the fires? How's the fires going?
So it seems that the fires on the outside of the building have mostly died down. The building is still smoking, and it seems that there's still some fires going on within the building. But efforts are still going on around inside to put it out and get people out. It's a very large structure. And the governess's manor is fucked.
Yeah.
Yeah, that shit's fucked, man.
Where's the governess?
You just like a passive look around, you don't see her, but last time you saw her, she was like, I need to attend a business in here. So she's probably somewhere around, but you just a quick pan, if you're just using your passive perception, you can't see her.
Hey, Joe, have you seen the governess around while you were here?
Have I?
Roll me a perception check at disadvantage.
Oh, let's go.
Potion
Oh.
will lead us to our
Ooh,
It's a riddle.
17.
17. You think you saw her at one point. It seems that she was still inside the building. It seems that she's sort of staying away from the barracks. She's staying near the third structure, which is on the opposite side of the fort from the barracks and stuff. But she seems to be, she seems to have been like talking to like guard captains, trying to sort of press together the situation, try to maintain order. But you were kind of focused on helping people that you could see weren't super paying attention.
Yeah. I saw her once on the other side, opposite to where we are right now.
Yeah, everyone who looks over there, there's almost a big Colosseum-like structure on the other side of the fort.
To Coliseum-like?
Yeah, Colosseum-like.
Mm.
Oh, that seems like a decent place to check. Would I know what that is, Ben? I've been here a couple times. I'm not sure.
Yeah, so you know what that is. That is basically a training/competition field. Competitions among soldiers to sort of like see like what squads and divisions and units are like the best, but also just training for recruits.
Okay. That makes sense. That's probably the biggest area they could be in. Biggest place they could be to put the survivors without leaving them out in the open here. Let's go. He's gonna run off.
All right. I
Joe
follow.
stays.
Okay, Dro stays sort of
Yeah.
attending to the situation. Is everyone else follow Trill?
Yeah,
Or-
but before,
Yeah.
but seeing Joe stand still. Oh, you're gonna stay here and keep doing your thing.
Of course.
Alright.
They need me more than the governess at this point.
All right, we'll be back to let you know what happens. Okay.
Sure.
Run off.
I'll run off. Entering into this building. Large stone walls with a flat, sandy floor. You can see guards rushing around. There's a section that is basically just been turned into a makeshift hospital, as well as you do see a lot of sort of high-ranking captains signified by their uniform and their outfit here in higher concentration. It's not too much time. You are able to make your way over. You do see the governess, and you're able to make your way over. There's some guards that try to stop you and important business, but then she'll just like pulls rank, able to get through. It's like, I'm important and you're not. It's like, oh, sorry.
Yeah,
Yeah,
fuck
fuck.
yourself.
Yeah.
Fuck.
So
You're able to make your way over to the governess. She seems pretty tired, pretty exasperated. Talking with, as you approach, she's talking with like a garrison captain. Deal with the situation. I want patrols back up as soon as possible. Looks over to you. Get out. You. What is it? Come on.
I don't know if you had a chance to talk with Janara then, but
Briefly.
the decisions around the city that they were looking at, we've confirmed, are not meant to be bombs, though it can be a side effect if used improperly. We went and visited the Sun and talked with them about this issue,
Yes.
and they want to arrange a meeting with you. We want to try to talk with them to get things figured out and to help fix these ruins so they don't have the ability to explode anymore, and allow them to work out in the open with the mages here in Chobo Rock. They're going to send people out to look at them and make sure nothing's been tampered with. So our mystery man who set off this explosion hopefully won't be able to do it again with any of the other runes. But that's all we have to go off of right now.
Right. Okay. Do we have any other details about the meeting?
They're going to send someone to our residence tomorrow to make sure everything is good, that everyone agrees to have the meeting, and then they'll tell us we'll either figure out a location there, or they'll give us a place they feel comfortable meeting us, I'm sure.
Propose the cathedral. We've taken it over.
Understood. I'll
If you do you have any more information on this person behind the
well,
bombings?
Eddie, you had a decent look at them, right?
Yeah. How does the guy look again, Ben?
So, roll me. Can you just roll me a history check? Just see like the
Yeah.
details that you remember exactly.
Yeah.
I'm waiting for that nat
Course.
1 alcohol.
Yeah.
Yeah, he actually kind of looks like me, guys.
19 plus 2, baby! 21!
Oh,
-1, so it's 20. Anyways,
Oh, yeah,
Uh,
minus 1, so 20. Perfect, yeah.
it's 20. Unnatural 20. So yeah, you
Unnatural
remember
20.
this
You
figure
still
pretty
take it?
well. Yeah, you remember this figure very well. As I've described before, he's an older-looking elven gentleman. He does, now that you're kind of thinking about it, you're being prompted to think about it a bunch. He does look older than you, but not significantly older than you.
Okay.
Maybe 10, 20 years older than you. So
Alright.
he's pretty old. He's getting up there, elf age-wise. He probably doesn't have
Yeah.
a ton of time left in him, but
He's got another, like, 60 in the tank.
30. He's got another 30.
30? Yeah. You got another 30?
think.
Got it.
I think I don't remember if it's 180. It might be 180.
I think it is 180.
It doesn't matter. Anyways, he's older than you. He's not significantly older than you.
Gotcha.
He does look out of the way he dresses. It's just out of place for the climate he is in.
Okay.
He, like I sort of described him before, he kind of looks Indiana Jones-esque in how he wears. That's like clothing you'd be more familiar with and something one would probably wear in Dosar Loss.
Mhm.
I mean, there's the climate up here is a little more rainy and colder, and he's dressed for something a little hotter. I mean, other than that, nothing really like super identifiable about this guy. The dressing is probably the way they present themselves is probably the most notable feature. It sticks.
God.
He's a time traveler.
Yeah, no.
He's not a
Holy shit!
guys.
He's
I think he's a time traveler.
he's an older elf. He's a little older than me. He dresses very out of place. You know, very very summery dress wear. But other than that, if he changed his outfit, he'd probably blend into a crowd just as well as anyone else.
Great. Well, I'll
Um,
get people to look after for a guy in
Yeah.
strange clothes.
in
Yes.
terms of when we fought him, has the ability to teleport. Not sure how often he can do it or his full range extent, but he was able to dodge my arrows using it, so I assume fairly instantaneous.
Fantastic news. Well, damn it. Well, if that would be all, I have business to get back to.
Oh,
We'll
maybe
send-
maybe one last thing.
What?
It might be worth to note that he probably doesn't want to do it right away because he would have already done it right away.
blown up the city.
Right, since he can teleport.
Well, every minute that we spend here is a minute closer that he gets to blowing up the city.
Right, and then I'm gonna start walking away like she wants me to leave.
If you have if you get any, looks at Joe. If you get any more information about this person, report to me immediately. You understand?
As soon as I know anything, I will.
Good. Now get out of here. I have
Quick
business to go
salute.
to.
Quick salute. and-
Yeah. Just like a sloppy salute back.
Yeah. Uh, well,
No one has
Now
any
we know.
information on this damn mystery man.
how do we get? And you said he seems to know you a lot. You encountered him before?
Yeah, no, he's he is the guy who set me off on my little stupa earlier. So, that was a shock, and seeing that he's doing all this. But he seems, like I said, he seems to know a fuck ton about me. Or has some vested interest in me.
Interesting. Do you think maybe he knows something about you from your hometown? Are you well known there, or?
I mean, I'm well known there. And it's not something that someone from outside of Ebonwood would know. How many buttfuck towns have you been to where you just learn everything about it?
So either this person's from your hometown, or
Potentially, I mean, not many people know of the hero, and he says that with very big quotation marks. The hero of Ebonwick. Unless he's some great fucking historian going from town to town, plotting. He's like, well, I want to learn about this and this and this. Yeah, I mean, chances are he probably is.
Anyone have any ideas what we could do? It's pretty late, so
We need a rest more than anything. For the morning, arrange
yes.
this meeting. That's
That's
will be the
correct.
next step. Before we do that, there's one last thing I'd like to do before we turn in.
What's that?
We still haven't buried Richard.
The what?
We still haven't buried Richard.
Yes, we should get to that. Let's go do that first. Maybe we'll get Dro to come with us and say a blessing for him. But head over to get Dro.
Sure. You head over to get Dro.
Just dead.
Dro is dead. No, Dro is tending to people still. You know, in the last couple of minutes that you've been here, Dro, it seems that the flow of people is starting to become a trickle, slowing down significantly. There's still people coming back every once in a while, but before too long, the group does return back to you.
Dro, there's someone we think you should come tend to and help bury with us.
Looks at them. Looks at everyone.
Trill has his hood off and his face is solemn, which is not normal.
Eddie has his hat off.
Alex is just like looking not at Dro, just looking off to the side.
Yeah. I see.
You can put the pieces together from there.
Hey, to be
Looks
honest,
at, looks at Eddie's dead body. Eddie looks at
Eddie's dead
Richard's
body.
dead body. looks at Richard's dead body. Oh.
You can put the pieces together from there, and he just dead on the ground.
I see.
Eddie with his hat off, seizing.
I see.
Must have been that
Yeah,
hand
it'll be fine.
cream.
there's the general sense of melancholy as you look
Yeah,
on
yeah,
from the
yeah.
group of the party.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, Joe's looking at all of them. I see. I figured. Okay.
You all head out of the fort, over the wall once again, back to the front entrance.
First thing Joe does is ask to get a shovel.
Yeah.
Can you roll me a D100?
Sure. I can totally do that.
Definitely.
77.
So I have
Uh,
a shovel.
They're
Oh,
like,
do you?
Yeah.
we don't have a
Alright.
shovel for you.
Okay.
Oh wait, a shovel?
And the-
I pull one out of the bag.
yeah, and the skull turns around. Oh, shovel?
Keep that
Gives you a
thing on
shovel.
me. I have no idea why I have this shovel. I do not remember. But I have a shovel.
For this exact
It's
reason.
definitely part of like your pack.
Almost certainly, yeah, actually.
Yeah.
Although it is 5 pounds, so I feel like I would have gotten rid of it.
Well,
Like,
you
wait,
have
is
it.
You never know when I'll need the shovel.
Oh, it might have been in someone else's pack, and I picked it up because I had the space
Maybe.
Okay.
after I got my handy.
Well, anyway, but
Handy.
wherever it came from,
You have a shovel.
Yeah,
Dro, you were handed a shovel by Squall. Make your way back over the wall, front entrance. Richard's body is still slumped up against the rocks and rubble where the rest of the party last saw him.
Yeah, this is the first time Joe's seen him.
Yeah. Torn leather armor, not even leather. They couldn't afford that. Sword.
Nothing but the
No,
best
it was like
for this
hide
guy.
armor. It was like
Yeah.
hide armor. They couldn't afford leather, or they could, but leather was like worse. It was something. It's not leather armor. It's hide armor.
Yeah, it's like studded leather or whatever. the fuck I-
It's not even that. They couldn't afford that.
They couldn't.
His short sword
tried.
laying at his side.
All right. Huh.
It's like, what were y'all freaking out about Cash True Resurrection?
Yeah, literally. Cash Ray's dead. Dupe. He's back.
He just stands up.
He literally.
Richard's a
Oh,
zombie now.
hello there.
He was never even dead.
Yeah!
Yeah, guys, hold on.
I have the ability to stop my heartbeat.
Yeah, spare the dying.
It's a power only few possess. It's beating once
Hold on,
every
guys.
8 minutes.
I max heal when someone's at 0 HP. Hold on.
Yeah, he's at a little less than 0 right now.
Richard's heart just explodes. Try resurrecting him now,
Yeah, it's like-
dickbag.
Okay, true.
A normal heart can't take this type of energy, but I'm sure your heart.
That's how I lost my mythical license. Okay.
Galen, it's Filsian there. Skeletons.
Well. The best place to bury him would be at the cathedral. It's oh wait, oh my god, I'm forgetting the word. It's hollowed. Right?
Yeah.
That is an assumption you are making.
Yeah.
Not a baseless one, David. Don't worry.
No.
It's pretty
Based.
baseless.
It's
It's
based.
a little based.
Says.
Yeah.
Says.
No, I'm the DM, guys. You cannot just say that it's based.
Majority Ben.
It's
We say it's based.
Okay, level 1 fighter.
Only Alex. Everyone else
Oh,
level
yes.
4.
But level 3 warlock,
Everyone
right?
No.
No.
Level
Who
0
said
warlock.
anything about who said anything about warlock levels? You don't get
Who
those.
said everything about multi-classing, bitch?
No, you don't know if the
Okay.
cathedral's solid.
Yeah, no. It's
There is a graveyard there. That's
Yeah.
that's
There
a
is
Like a
start.
normal
graveyard.
person, say it's a holy place.
yeah.
There
it's
is a
holy
graveyard
place.
there.
It's a holy place.
And you know that it's sort of like from when you were talking, from what you got, the information that you got when you first should have visited, it seems to be like for noble families in the city.
Yeah,
It's
Joe
not
doesn't care.
it's not a public graveyard for everyone.
Oh.
to
Yeah, Joe
visit.
doesn't care.
Okay.
The best place is to bury him at the cathedral.
Alex doesn't know any better. Sure.
But you were there with her.
Yeah, but I don't know any better. If Dro says that this is the perfect place, then sure, I guess. I don't know.
Sure.
I'm gonna go stand behind Richard, like at the shoulders. Whiskey, you wanna help me carry?
Let's get him up.
Me stronger. Okay.
Yeah, whiskey with a negative strength score.
Me.
Whiskey is not
When
very
do you
strong.
ever see
I'm
the
going
priest as
all
the
secret.
pallbearer?
Yeah, me, the second strongest party member.
But yeah, whiskey helps.
Okay.
Or
That
tries
was
to.
chaos.
That's why I gave Whiskey the leg side. I've got the meat of him.
We all know Richard skipped leg day, so that's the lighter side.
Squall, can you grab his sword?
I grab it. I hold it across my arms, like very ceremoniously.
I guess Eddie grabs his shield.
He had a
doesn't have
shield.
They couldn't afford it.
We couldn't. Dude, we couldn't even give this guy leather. We barely had this man clothed and fed.
We barely had enough to get
That's
him.
true. Look,
like,
I tried
anything at
haggling
all.
that guy down.
You did try. You said that you were gonna get more money and then come back and buy him a
Poor
shield, but-
Richard. In his final
never got
weeks,
more
we
money.
couldn't even treat him right.
Well,
Eddie tried.
This
We're
dude
gonna
had a
bring
better
this-
life in
We're
a
gonna
cult.
bring the stuff back and be like, we don't need this anymore.
yeah.
Eddie tried.
On no
Restore
refund.
it.
A couple gold. You
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
no
here's my question. Why is the armor all covered in blood and cuts? Why
Why
is
think
is
an
the
that?
idiot?
stink of the dead flesh?
Yeah.
You want to
like,
find
why-
out?
Well, you make your way through. you're able to pick up all this stuff,
Yeah.
make your way through the streets. With Richard in tow, it probably takes 15 minutes to make it to the cathedral.
It's getting late. It's nearly getting early. It's so late.
Yeah, we're approaching like midnight.
That's fine.
We're
guys.
not. We're approaching. We're not there.
Oh, dude, we can have a midnight vigil.
Let's go. Just like
You-
Chiron.
You do make it to the cathedral. It seems to be almost entirely abandoned. You do see a couple guards around, but no one is inside.
No.
One's around. Quiet and ominously empty.
Well, we go inside. No one
Yeah.
stops us.
Make your way in. Sort of kind of remembering it is some trial and error to get to. Actually, two of you have been back there. You are eventually going off what you remember. You were able to make your way back to the graveyard. Most of the space dominated by mausoleums, ornate burial sites. There are some clear patches towards the back.
Churro starts digging.
Sure. We'll set him like down parallel next to the grave, just while Joe does that.
Whiskey's just sitting with the body.
Yeah. Is there a headstone?
No, this is an empty. These are empty patches of grass. This is unused parts of the graveyard. There's no headstone.
Would there be?
They get those like custom made.
Yeah. Would they have any like unchiseled ones lying around in any storage?
They would go to like a stone worker.
They would order it
get-
per death.
They would
Okay.
order it, yeah,
Um.
or the family would order it. It just depends. These guys just bury them.
Right.
What I would do for mold earth right now.
Yeah.
What I would do for a rock. Would there happen to be any like rocks about?
No, the grounds here are kept
Yeah. that's
very
nice.
clean, very pristine. This is a
Cool.
very
I just don't want anyone to think this is an open spot.
I grab the. I have the sword. I place it at the head of where he will be buried.
Ah,
I stab it to the ground above the head of where he's going to be buried.
there it
And I
is.
take out a piece of parchment. And I begin to write the tombstone.
Here lies Richard the Brave, the man who helped save the city.
All throughout, you just hear Dro speaking in Undercommon as she would be going through like probably her traditional ritual of burying
she
someone.
was taught back in
Yeah.
the seminary or whatever it was.
1907.
If it was very clear from the
Back
start that
in Death Priest School.
if it was pretty clear from the start that Alex wasn't going to find like a rock or tombstone or anywhere, just like passively just looking around while she brought out the body, she'd probably just hang out with Whiskey just next to the body and watch his
Sure.
squall right to the thing, and smile like when he like drives the sword into the dirt.
Evilly.
Makes a headstone maliciously.
Yeah, it takes some time for Tro alone to get a spot big enough that isn't extremely shallow for Richard. All the while doing a chance ritual. Eventually, some time passes. We're probably at midnight by this point. Maybe a little past. Eventually, she is able to get it to an adequate size and depth for Richard.
All right. Place him inside.
I will help lower him.
You're just gonna lower him as he is right now.
I don't have a coffin.
Yeah, you're just gonna you're good. Yeah,
There
obviously,
are
I'm
coffins
just-
inside, right? There weren't.
Those
I
are
don't
also
know.
custom made.
I was thinking of the
yeah,
boxes.
you get
we
those
saw.
custom made.
Yeah.
This is just the place where they bury them.
Matthew
They
has
don't like.
never done a funeral.
No,
don't-
dude.
they
I was
don't-
thinking of I was trying to think of that storage room, but that was like carpets and like
Yeah, that was not. That was
Chairs.
like carpets and
That was
benches.
like
Yeah.
pews.
yeah pews.
For sale.
BOGO. Buy one get one.
No, but more what I'm saying is you're just gonna lower him in, just like in the armor with any possession that he might have had on him, just still on him.
Yeah. We're not gonna grave rob him.
Yes.
Yeah.
Joe would not allow it.
Don't like the way that you're wording that, but
I
yeah.
I will. I have an extra
You're
traveler's
making
cloak.
me nervous.
I have an extra traveler's cloak that I'll take and lay down on in the hole before we lower him in, and then just kind of lay over him after we've kind of had a bit of peace before we cover him.
Sure. You do
Before,
so.
Eddie,
yeah,
What
yeah,
does that do?
before. Oh yeah. Whatever.
I was gonna say Eddie's gonna pour out just gonna pour out some
Pour one out.
Pour one out.
or whatever for the homie.
Dude, for the
Yeah,
home.
sure.
After True covers him with the cloak, Drew will stand opposite to where the sword headstone is, and we'll say, would anyone want to say any final words?
Steadfast warrior. Till the very end.
He was an honest and a strong man in many ways. I think. I'll end there. I don't know what else I would say to that.
His fight for something better was admirable.
We dragged him into this.
But we're gonna
Coming
fight for
days
that
will fit.
change that he wanted
In the
to
coming
make.
days, we'll finish this. Then we can really put him to rest.
Let's finish what he started.
We'll give him a proper ceremony then.
Sons of bitches.
In that case, this won't be the last time we'll see him.
No, it won't. I want to write off the beginning parts of the headstone. Essentially the headstone part, actually I don't even know his age. Just his name and then a part of the beginning of the quote. But I'll leave it unfinished, and I'll use my my wizard's quill to write it directly onto the sword.
Oh, that's
Um,
sick.
But I'll leave a ... because we're not done yet.
Not done yet.
Oh, dude.
Yep.
Let's go.
You finish carrying out your ceremony. Any rituals, incantations, prayers that are said.
I
Thanks.
technically do have access to the ceremony spell. However, I did not prepare it. So,
Well,
'Cause I
that's
did
great.
not expect.
Your
Wait.
time.
Isn't it?
It is ritual, but I have to prepare it.
I
What?
think that's
That's not how
the
rituals
entire
work, is
point
it?
of a ritual spell. Is that
No,
you
you
don't
have to
prepared.
prepare
No,
it.
we went
I think as a as a cleric, he doesn't have like
He's not a
any
ritual caster.
way to. He doesn't have a book. He just has to like have it
Yeah.
on
It's
him
like
for
a-
him to ritual cast it.
also-
It's like a
Michael-
wizard thing or
thing.
something.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah,
there's a-
Michael. That's why. That's
There's
what
a,
we got.
that's a, yeah, warlocks can do that. There's a feat that could do that.
And the whole point of the ritual caster is just not to consume the spell slot. Like,
exactly.
That's the point. But yeah, it doesn't have like a book or anything. And yeah, also what Tyler was saying.
Yeah, that's what we tried. We did that with Faulkner for a bit, and then I think we realized that was wrong.
And then he said,
They-
"Fuck it, we do it anyways."
I think so, probably.
That
Okay.
wasn't what we were fucking up with Faulkner. It was allowing you to basically do the thing with.
It doesn't matter. Shut
coherence.
It doesn't matter. This is my campaign, not yours.
Shut the
Yeah,
fuck up.
you finish. Making any last prayers, any last comments in your head, and the deed is done. It's past 12. Technically morning at this point. What is the plan now?
Right.
Eepy bebby bye.
You're gonna make your way
Fall
back
asleep
to the tavern.
That sounds good.
yeah, I think
As-
so.
Best
uh,
course of action.
As
Yeah.
if everyone makes their way back to the tavern, I'm first gonna go back to the fort and help try to maybe settle the fires if that's still happening or not. Just kind of check on it first, and if I think we can help, I'm gonna help.
You make your way back. By the time you make your way back, you think that the issue of the fire has mostly been resolved. It seems now they are just tending, trying to pick up the pieces now.
I'm gonna give the shovel back because I am over encumbered.
Shovel has been added. You put it back.
I'm
You-
gonna.
I gave it to you whenever you buried, and you gave it back whenever we're done.
Okay, that's cool.
I'm just gonna head back to the inn.
Sure. Yeah, you all make it back to the inn. Slight time disparity between Trill and everyone else, but not too much. It's quite quiet in the inn. There are people here, but it seems not as lively. It's quiet whispers between people. Does anyone do anything when they get back?
He's going to his room and lying on the floor.
Okay.
Uh,
Okay. So yep, go on.
Dro is everyone's going to bed. Joe's gonna tell Alex to wait a bit.
Sure, I'll wait a bit.
Okay. Also, I just want to confirm, Edgar doesn't have a room, right?
Yeah, Eddie's gonna sleep.
Eddie's
outside
just
like he
staying-
normally does.
Downstairs, right?
Eddie's homeless.
Yeah, he's gonna. Eddie is homeless. Eddie's
Okay.
gonna he's
Yeah,
gonna.
cool. Yeah,
sit
are you
around
just gonna kind of like find a table and sit there? Or are you gonna like get a drink or something?
He gets a drink at the bar and then he goes and sits down at the table and just contemplates.
Yeah, sure.
Where are we when you stop
Um,
me, Dro? Where do you pull me to?
It would probably be on the staircase because it would be
Like I'm walking up to bed?
Private,
yeah, pretty much.
Sure. When we got here, did we all just immediately walk to bed? Like
That's what I'm kind of asking. Yeah, is that what Skull does?
I'll say I'm assuming we haven't eaten much today. Sure. Squall will get
No.
yeah.
really.
Squall will get a very hearty and like quick meal and then go to bed.
5 silver. Remove.
Troll would do the same thing, and he'll have.
Let me see if I
two-
have money.
he'll have two.
I-
I'll
I'll
pay.
pay-
I'll pay for Alex.
Okay, I'll do the same thing, and during that,
Anyone who wants the meal, 5 silver. Remove.
cool.
And I'm gonna get 2 ales with it.
I'm not paying for
Okay.
meals.
You can just throw
And
just
you
throw
know
another
money.
silver on it just to be
Okay, so 6 silver.
easy. Yeah, 6 silver for you.
Man,
I've
Eddie-
doffed
Eddie's
my
getting
armor after
cold.
eating dinner.
Yeah, so seems that people are getting themselves together. The only person that just went upstairs immediately was Whiskey.
Yeah.
Whiskey.
Yeah.
What's your passive perception?
Uh, His passive perception is his character sheet closed. What the fuck? It should be decent. 15.
Sure. Whiskey, you enter the room. And there's a piece of paper sitting on the dresser that was not there when you left.
Let's go pick it up. Okay.
Oh, that's right. I can't read.
Say, Whiskey can't read, right?
Literate.
Wait,
I'm
is
not
this-
reading all
No.
that.
That's a lot. That's a lot of words.
Here's
One
That
the-
I'm
word.
not reading
that
them.
I'm not reading them.
Yeah, I'm an engineer.
Sorry, my cough is killing me.
Yeah, mine too.
Dying a little bit.
Me too.
God,
Okay.
that's-
The letter reads, "To whom it may concern." No, I'll do it. I'll do it. To whom it may concern. If you were reading this letter, then I most likely died. There are some things I would like to say, but never found the courage to say to you. It's been an honor fighting alongside all of you. You made me realize something I should have realized a long time ago. But the night is always darkest, just before dawn. Whiskey, thank you for giving me a second chance. I didn't deserve it, but if there was any way for me to atone for the wrongs I've committed, then I would take it. Alex, I see the spark of something inside of you that is far beyond anything I could ever achieve. I hope you never give up and carry on no matter what you may encounter. Your heart is filled with hope and love. Never let anyone take that away from you. To the rest of you, I know you may not have liked me, but I appreciate that you tolerated my presence nonetheless. This world is a dangerous place. Never forget that. And I hope you will be able to venture through it and solve the problems I could not. The undead continue their assault. It is even more obvious than ever now. Gather your strength. Help others along the way. And gain allies. And maybe then you will be able to best the hordes, once for all. Finally, if you ever have the chance, please tell my father I'm sorry. I would take it all back if I could. Yours truly, Richard Onslin II.
Bruh.
That's the letter you find.
Holy.
All right, raise your hand if this party in this party if you have daddy issues.
Wait,
You
no,
don't
I
have
don't-
daddy. Did you shut the fuck up?
I just want to raise my hand.
Skill,
Uh,
after reading the note, he walks back out and he goes and knocks on people's doors, and upon finding that they're not in their rooms, he'll walk downstairs.
Walk downstairs, you see everyone's still gathered downstairs eating food. It's sort of is everyone dispersed or on their own little bubble, or
I think we're all
People
we're all
group.
gathered together, right?
I think we're
I'll probably
gathered
be
together.
sitting
Sure.
with-
Yeah, we're having like a whole meal after a big day.
sure, I just want to
Yeah.
make sure. Yeah, you
I
see
mean,
everyone.
Joe's not eating, but yeah.
Yeah.
And
You see everyone gathered up together at a table, eating.
drunk.
Whiskey will walk over to the table. There are like some clear stains on his cheeks, but he
Mm.
doesn't have any tears now. And he just puts the note down on the middle of the table and sits down. He doesn't say anything.
I'll pick it up and read it aloud.
Yeah, right before that, when Whiskey comes in, like puts the note down, Alex will be like, "Oh, Whiskey, you're here to come eat with us? Here, I'll share my food. Come on, we're all here."
What's this? I'll take it and I'll give it a quick glance at the beginning, and I'll look at the very bottom and be like, "Oh," and then I'll read it aloud.
Read aloud to everyone.
Of course.
This doesn't change anything, guys. This just hardens our resolve. We're gonna get this done. For Richard and for everyone else, okay? I'm looking around the table at everyone.
Eddie like sits his fucking stein down, and he just kind of looks at it. We put these fuckers in the ground.
Trill downs his drink and gets up and just starts walking away.
You walk upstairs. You just go outside.
He's gonna.
Or are you just staying on like the ground floor, going somewhere else?
I have all my stuff. No, he walks outside and goes and sits, just like on the side of the inn, pulls out his arrows, starts using his knife and whatever part of the cobblestone around him to try to sharpen the tips of his arrows.
Sure. Everyone else. Trill gets up, walks out the tavern.
He knew what he was getting himself into.
Tomorrow. And if not tomorrow, the day after. And if not the day after, then the day after that. We'll finish this. For him now.
Alex will grab her drink and are there any empty cups at the table?
Well, I imagine one of Trill's is empty. So he got two of them.
Sure.
Yeah, but both of mine are empty. They're
Both of them are empty.
Okay, well, Alex will take one of Trill's empty cups and like pour half of her drink into it and then hand it to Whiskey, because I know Whiskey doesn't have a drink. And then so she stands up and she raises it up and she's like, "To Whiskey, not to Whiskey. Jesus Christ, let me restart that. To Whiskey, yeah, to Whiskey. Woo, yeah, Whiskey.
He died for our sins.
Yeah, Whiskey died for since.
Whiskey just had a heart attack right then.
When the Shobok soldier pierced Whiskey's side, what flew out but alcohol?
It's all he drank. He didn't know what water was.
His namesake.
So I raised it up to Richard into putting down these undead.
To Richard.
Richard.
To Richard.
It's chugging time.
Yeah, now we drink.
Ben,
Oh,
No,
Eddie,
it doesn't have any alcohol. It's just looking
Alright.
at
Eddie,
the
what does
party.
anyone do?
Eddie stands up, picks up Dreamweaver. He puts his hat on the table, and he just starts playing a song about Richard.
Yeah.
What Richard told him. You know, his conquest against the three-headed Flingenlooper.
Yep.
Dude, the
Whatever
tale
war
of
stories
Richard.
Wishard made him.
Sing your little song about Richard and all you've known of him.
We're gonna call it the Laurels of Sir Richard.
Sir Laura.
So he's still there, Quirk.
Still there,
He's
Still
curious.
I swear, if we ever come across a 3-headed Flingen Looper, we're going to fucking murder it.
Eddie's running the other
Oh
way.
my God!
Eddie's heard of 2-headed flinging loopers. 3? That's one
Three.
head too
That's
many.
that's
That's way
that's
too
Is that a
crazy.
two-headed flinging looper? Wait, what's that?
If,
Is that a third
no,
neck?
no.
Instead of
Okay.
what the fuck?
What is that?
Okay, guy, Eddie. After this campaign, and Eddie's gonna become a bar owner. His bar is gonna be called the 3-Headed Flinging Looper.
I'm gonna have 2 characters who become bar owners.
Yeah, become bar owners.
Exactly. That's fine. You're playing the characters.
You're
You play the
literally
characters
just
that seem like they're gonna
alcoholic.
end up that way.
Okay. But
I mean, you can have a
Yeah, you-
brothel.
you all have your
Fuck off the 3-headed Flingen Looper.
shut the fuck up, everyone.
We have a mini
you
party.
all have your little heart to heart in this moment. But as you know, the food starts to disappear and the cups become empty. It's getting pretty late for everyone.
Let's go crash.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Go crash.
Everyone goes upstairs. I assume Dro's intent is still the same to stop Alex, and then Ed Yurm finds the corner for himself or something.
Yeah.
Indiana Jones. And just,
How is Alex's like? Is Alex sober? I'm assuming she is.
Yeah, Alex doesn't drink much.
I was pretty sure. Yeah. So and Joe stops Alex. Alex. He's never really good at these. I have buried more people than I can count. And the one thing I never truly took serious is the people who are related to the dead. If you need to talk, I am here. You can put on a strong face. But there's always time to grieve.
Alex was like listening to you the entire time, like kind of watery-eyed but not crying. Sometimes words aren't enough. And then I go in for a hug.
It's a Drew like freezes.
I like full wrap my arms around her and just
Yeah,
hug.
it's
Like
it just
head and
freezes.
chest hug.
And then
Joe
just
also still doesn't have her mask, right?
no, Joe still not put our mask on. And then slowly sinks lower and does her absolute best to soothe.
Thank you. This means a lot.
It's nothing. I know what he meant to you and to Whiskey. Neither of you should be grieving alone.
I'm just glad that we're gonna follow through with what he wants,
Of course.
and you're gonna be there
His
to lead
goal-
us.
Um,
You know so much more about this. Your whole
I know
purpose
what
is
I
to take
want-
down the undead.
I know what I want to do. I don't know how to get there.
We'll figure that out together.
As Richard intended. Now, get some rest. I'm gonna talk to Whiskey before night's end, if he's still awake.
Right. Good night.
Night.
And I run on up the stairs,
Dro follows.
secretly smiling when I turn around, knowing that I just got Dro to hug me. Oh yeah.
Devious.
Yeah,
Absolutely devious.
Does the 80s like walk away at the end of like an 80s movie?
And
or
all
does
I had
it
to do
pump
was
your
let
fist in the air?
Richard die.
And all I had to do was pretend to be sad about Richard's death.
Yes.
Easy
I've
dub,
been
boys.
playing them the
Easy
whole
dub.
time.
Playing long
Little
con.
does
Alex
Dro
actually
know, I
walks-
killed Dre.
Yeah,
Alex
I
walks
killed
back to the
Richard.
graveyard. Alex just walks back to the graveyard and starts hitting the L on top of Richard's grave.
When I go in my room, wait, Squall and I
I
are like
used
in the
you,
same
old
bed,
man.
right?
Yeah, we're still.
Yeah.
Okay.
Trying to remember.
I've already doffed my armor. I run in. I imagine I have my armor on my
Doff.
arms. I like toss it on the ground. And then jump in the bed next to him.
Next to
Squall next to Squall.
Next to
Oh,
next to Squall.
Yeah, I'm not. I just end up on the floor next to Whiskey.
Whiskey's
How's it going?
like what the fuck?
what the? What are you doing in here, Risky? Crack? What the?
I kept
Yeah.
fucking saying that on my shit. Anyway, I kept saying that on my shift yesterday. I was like, two people were trying to practice crack on the wall. And I was crack climbing on the wall. And I was like, yeah, it's kind of hard to try crack. I was like, wait.
Wait.
Yeah, I jump in the bed
Anyway.
next to Squall.
Yeah. Anyway. Anyways, Joe will
Sure.
knock on Whiskey's door to see if he's just awake.
Knock, knock, knock. Whiskey.
Yeah, whiskey will answer the door.
Well, I am now.
Just kind of like disheveled.
How are you holding up?
To what do I owe the pleasure?
I want to know how you're holding up.
Been better, but you know, only so much we can do about it. If I didn't know any better, I'd say you were actually concerned.
I am. Look. You were close to Richard. I can see how that is his death is affecting you. I want you to know that I am here if you want to talk about it. You shouldn't have to grieve alone. If you need more time, I understand. Just know you shouldn't carry this burden alone.
Thanks, Joe. Well, we'll talk about this tomorrow.
Of course.
I'll just shut the door and go lay down and go to sleep.
Okay. Trevor, are you doing anything else for tonight? Or are you heading off to bed?
Yeah, those were the two people
Sure.
that Joe believed were most affected, and so
Is anyone else planning to do anything else tonight?
blow up the tavern.
Please don't. You will all die.
There's a rune on the side of it. I messed it up.
No. Yeah, Joe just goes into a room. Hey, this is a funny
Ew.
room.
You feel
No
dust
one-
on your wall. You drag your hand across it. You look. It's a rune. You've smudged it.
Anyone else?
Before you do this all.
Anyone else planning to do anything else? No? Okay. Well, night's not quite over yet, gang.
Uh-oh.
Shoot.
Bro,
Edyum,
you're fucked.
you're sitting alone at your table, hat over your eyes, just trying to get some shut eye after some drinks and some food and some morning. And then you hear someone pull up a chair and put 2 cups down on the table.
No shot.
Mind if I take a seat here?
Just removes
see-
the hat from his face.
You see the figure you've encountered twice before. Oh, come on, Eddie. Want a drink? I heard it takes off the edge.
Reaches into the pocket, the left pocket of his jacket, and pulls out his flask. Actually, I think he reaches into the right pocket, takes out that
Pulls
flask.
that flask. Okay.
I prefer to stick with my own.
I'll have it then. Just trying to offer a gift.
Really.
Well, don't give them out very often. Just wanted to check in, stop by, have a little chat with you one-on-one. Certainly, gone to shit since I've seen you last.
I see that. That is the question that has been vexing me.
Oh,
I know just about everybody who ever came out of Ebonwick or, who's still alive.
yeah.
Most of them never leave the town. So that really makes me wonder who the fuck you are.
No one of consequence, really.
See, I don't buy that.
Well, who do you think I am? Got any clue?
And that's what vexes me so. Usually, that's not something I concern myself with, but you've made yourself quite a concern to me.
Well, glad to know I've made such an impression on the hero of Ebonwick. Big name for a big man.
A made-up name for a man who isn't a hero of shit.
Well, guess I can agree with you there. It's kind of impressive. Got that little ragtag group to fend off those bandits, but usually heroes don't get their brothers killed. But we're not here to talk about the past, Eddie. We're here to talk about the future. Your place in it. Look, I see what your little team's doing. Going around trying to fix things. connect all the dots. Trying to restore peace in the town. Look, you're doing okay so far. But I'm gonna have to ask you to stop. Otherwise, things aren't gonna turn out so pretty like last time. Last time you lost one friend. Who's to say more won't start dropping if you keep interfering?
He leans in real close.
Yeah.
You know me so well. You should know. I don't stop at fucking anything. And he just kind of like slams both hands down on the table as he stands up, looks straight in the face. You know why?
Why's that?
I'm the hero of Ebonwick, motherfucker. He just walks. And he puts his head back on his head.
Well, it was nice having drinks with you at least. I'll be seeing more of you later. Picks up his cups and walks out the building. Walks out the building.
What time does that happen? Approximate?
It's like literally like a couple of minutes after everyone left.
Okay.
Like everyone was gone and then he showed up.
Eddie beelines it for wherever Trill is.
You saw Trill walk outside. You don't know where he went. He walked outside the tavern while that whole
Yeah, gotcha.
that whole Richard conversation.
He'll stick his head out the tavern door. Like he waits for the guy to leave. Right? He waits. And then he'll look outside the door and look around, see if he can find Trill just from a glance.
Just from like looking out the front door.
Yeah, just from like sticking his head out the front door. He doesn't want to leave.
Trill was set up on the side.
Yeah, just around the corner of it, not too far, but like basically right on the corner, basically.
Do you think he could see you in a quick glance around? He's just sticking his head out the door.
I'm not sure if he would see me, but maybe he would hear me like rubbing arrowheads against the ground, like the sound of my knife going over them too.
Yeah, you hear a little. You stick your head out, and you don't see anyone. The streets are pretty desolate. You don't even see the guy you were just talking to. But you do hear a sound, a very like grating sound of like metal rubbing against stone.
And he just closes the door. He's like, the only person he knows who, like the room of is Whiskey, so he goes to Whiskey's room.
Sure. Whiskey, it's been like a minute, 2 minutes. I don't know if you fell asleep that quickly, but it's only been like
fucking
5 minutes probably at most since Dro knocked on your door, and then someone knocks on your door again.
Whiskey walked into his room, walked into his room to go to sleep, found the note, shit, walks out, walks back, goes to go to sleep. Dro knocks at his door, wakes up.
We literally dragged him to a party too. Like this dude's been trying to go to bed for like an hour.
Yeah.
Goes back in, lays down on the ground because he had been letting Richard use the bed for the time that they were there. He like just gets comfortable.
Someone knocked on his door again. God damn it.
God damn it.
Housekeeping.
Yeah, knock on your door.
No, honestly, Eddie probably says that. Eddie probably is just like, housekeeping.
He gets up and like drags us up to the door, opens it. Yeah, what's up? Just like exhausted, massive circles under his eyes, completely disheveled, more so than normal.
I don't want to be disturbing you. Believe me, I get the importance of sleep whenever you can get it. I can't find Shrill. Not that that's of a concern, but you're the next person I would think to divulge this information to. That guy, he just came and saw me.
What guy?
Mystery terrorist who has seems to have a slight hobby of obsessing over me.
This is Whiskey's worst day. Whiskey's no good, very bad day.
Just one bad day away.
He's gone. That's it.
Hey, dude, Whiskey's just gonna turn into the Joker. He's gonna get another. He's gonna get like a fucking thing float like thrown into his face, and he's just gonna start laughing. No, but obviously, just close the door right in my face right now, and I'll understand. But kind of feel the need to tell at least one of us about this, and you're the first person I thought of after Trill.
He steps back and he kind of like opens the door of it. He reluctantly gestures Eddie in.
Just like a very snide.
Well, you let a vampire in. Yeah.
Yeah, as Eddie walks in and he takes off his hat, and he just kind of like sits himself down on the bed.
Not there. Get.
He kind of he posts up against the wall. His legs are shaking. Like there's a
Yeah, you've been doing a lot of running today. Boy, are you gonna fall asleep once it happens. They're not gonna feel good tomorrow.
Once I get a chance.
Nah.
Your legs sore tomorrow.
What did he tell you? What did he want? What?
He told us that if we didn't stop meddling, we were going to lose more than just one companion. And before you say anything, I rightfully told him to fuck off.
Did you get any more information on who he is or anything?
I got more information of what he knows about me, but I didn't really think I was in the business for talking to a terrorist. As it is, he tried to offer me a drink, and I don't often take drinks from other people. Especially not terrorists who are, but, I figured at least one other person needs to know tonight. And like I said, I couldn't find Shrill.
I don't really know what we do with that information. I believe we've already settled on our course of action. We can't just
No, not
give
at all.
up from a couple threats.
Oh god, no. Believe me, the minute I have an opportunity, I'm putting this bastard into the ground. Or fucking lending a helping hand to somebody else who can. But I figured I should let everyone know that he talked to me in a very casual manner. He's unfazed by any of this.
All right. Guess we'll just tell whoever we can in the morning and figure this out tomorrow. Thanks for telling me.
Of course. Again, Terribly sorry to disturb you again. And he just kind of like lets himself out.
Let yourself out. Do you go back to corner, the same corner?
Yeah.
Sure.
You put your hat down. You hear two mugs, and you go, "Hello again. I'm sorry. I got
Long time no see.
Oh, I actually frequent this place.
That's actually
no,
my spot you're sitting in.
That's like
so what is Trill? Is Trill just gonna stay up and keep up with this?
No, Trill eventually after he just kind of like sat there and like just let himself process everything and all, he'll get up and
Sure.
walk in, see Eddie sitting in the corner, and just leave him be.
Yeah.
Just like if he's got his hat over his face,
He's got his hat over his face.
Yeah, he's assuming he's
Feet
sleeping.
up. Feet up on the table, hat over his face.
Yeah. Just chilling. You make your way back to your room. Sleep. The rest of the night for everyone is peaceful. You
Peaceful
have all
heart.
successfully completed a long rest, please. Add all those things you used back in, because you're all good now.
And we
No
removed
exhaustion.
one exhaustion, right?
Yes.
Yay!
No
Now I only
exhaustion,
have
let's
one.
go.
Let's go.
No exhaustion. Let's go.
No
Yeah.
exhaustion.
Yeah.
Yeah.
To be clear, when we ran before, there was no one
The-
rolled anything, and I
The
got
first time
just a guaranteed.
the first time you didn't get exhausted because I was like, are you pressing yourself? Are you going super fast to get the exhaustion, or are you kind of like chilling a little bit? Like you're going fast, but you're not like pushing yourself. And the first time it was like, we're not pushing ourselves.
I
The
think I've
second
had
time,
one
so-
for a while that I've been trying to get rid of, though.
Yeah, same.
I'm down to one now. Smile.
Yeah, I'm down to one as well.
Okay. Well, congratulations,
Okay.
everyone.
I
I'm
speak
at 0
Undercommon?
TP.
God dang it.
Wait, you speak Undercommon?
God dang it.
Alex can understand all of
All of what Joe was
That is
saying.
kind of yeah. Undercommon isn't like a super weird language. It's like Spanish basically. It's just like
Yeah.
Oh, I
another
understand
language
it
that they
too.
speak in a different part of the country.
Nosotros
understand it
somos Venom.
That's
Oh,
probably why.
that-
I don't say anything when I hear the prayers because, like, I don't know. I understand it.
Yeah,
I assume everyone else
understand
does.
It's not.
Yeah.
It's not uncommon
Yeah,
to
yeah.
understand Undercommon. Like
Yeah.
like
Okay.
it is a Drow language, but like there's Drow everywhere, so it's like kind of it's not it's kind of relevant to learn.
Yeah.
But yeah, you all wake up, ding ding ding, bright and early in the morning. Not that early. You stayed up pretty late. What is everyone doing? Is anyone doing anything in particular?
First
I would
thing
like-
Trill will do. Sorry, go ahead.
I was just gonna say I'd like to roll for my spell mimicry on remembering cure wounds.
Sure. Go ahead. Oh,
That will
yeah. Yeah, that's
A
fine.
15.
Yeah, 15 passes. You remember Cure Wounds. Add that
Sweet.
to your spell list.
Nice.
I'm going to first thing immediately walk to the bar and get a coffee and a ale.
Eddie's seeing that like
Silver.
Eddie's once people start like trickling down, he's gonna start like signaling them come over.
Everyone slowly trickling down.
Yep.
Trill
Eddie.
chugging his hot coffee.
Eddie. It's like, come on, guys, get over here.
All right.
Eventually, everyone does gather.
Whiskey's a late bloomer this morning. He did not sleep very much, unfortunately, after everything.
Unfortunately.
His penis is still so small.
Yeah.
Anyways,
What?
Excuse me?
No, he's not wrong.
You all gather up after Eddie beckoned you all.
All
You
right.
are all
Whiskey looks
All up.
grim.
We've backed.
yeah, you've becked.
I have some very important news. Share.
Bastard.
I tried finding you last night, Trill, but I didn't know where you were, so I told Whiskey just short of everybody else. Quite literally, not even minutes after we all dispersed. You all went to your rooms. Our friend, shall we call him, for lack of a better word, terrorist, enemy, whatever the fuck, came to have a little one-on-one chat with me, and told us that if we didn't stop trying to interfere, we were all going to end up with more than one companion dead, and I rightfully told him to go fuck himself. But he knows where we are. I found out more. He knows more about me than I would think, with me learning nothing about him.
Did he say why he was after us?
Just that
We're just in his way.
Yeah, if we didn't stop trying to meddle with his plans, then it would be more than Richard in the ground. And again, I told him, go fuck himself. It doesn't change anything.
Well, I would have to agree. This doesn't change anything. It's more of just a bluff than anything else. If he really wanted us all dead, he would have killed us all that night.
Eddie, where did you say you were from again?
I'm from a little town called Ebonwick.
Is that
buttfuck nowhere.
in Dos Alos?
Yeah, it's a little mountain town. It's right along. Does anybody have a map?
We're looking at the map, my guy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's asking if anyone has a map, like that he pointed out.
If any character.
Oh,
has
he's.
a map.
I didn't realize he was in
The
character.
map
Oh
is-
my god, Matthew!
Sorry.
I don't have one.
No, I don't think anyone would have a map.
Nah.
Okay.
Nope.
Eddie's just gonna be like, he grabs like a couple things, like he grabs like a knife and a fork, and he just like lays out like a tiny little partial diagram. He goes, okay, let's say this. It points to the knife. This is the mountain, right? Like this is the mountain range. Ben, is there the mountain range has a name, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm sure it does. I'm sure it does have a name.
The spine of.
Yeah, I'm sure it has a name.
Yeah.
I'm sure it does.
So here's the mountains, right? Here's the mountains. Down here, you've got Dos Olas.
Yes.
Not Dos. What's the name of the big city?
Oh
In
god, I have to
Dosalas?
pull up the document.
Oh, Ben, you don't
Sorry,
know?
Ben.
I'm actively looking through it right now.
I don't know either.
Why would I just know off the top of my head?
Oh, I don't know.
I don't know because you fucking created the word.
Maybe because you're God?
Dude, nobody cares about any of these places.
Oh,
Uh,
what?
Big
I
Dos
care.
Olas.
Never
Ben, it's
asked-
glowing.
Hello.
It's glowing, Ben. Of course we
It's
care.
Elo. Elo.
It's Ilo. Okay.
Never asked.
Here's Ilo in southern Dos Olas.
Mm-hmm.
Right up here in the middle of actual nowhere, a little town called Ebonwick. It's not where I was born, but it's where I was raised.
Mm-hmm.
Imenwick?
Ebonwick.
Ebon. Ebonwick. Ebonwick.
Ebonwick.
Mhm.
Gotcha.
You won't find it on any map. It's a nowhere town.
Mm-hmm.
Got it. Trill pulls out his notebook and scribbles out a I would say a decent rendition of what the map of the world looks like. 'Cause I'm sure he's seen it, or map of the continent, because I'm sure he's seen it a couple times. And my
Star Platinum, because Jesus Christ.
my background gives me ability to kind of remember it a little better. So he's
Sure.
gonna recreate it as best he can, and then just kind of confirm with Eddie and mark where it is in the mountain range, and close his book. Okay, I'm going to go bring this information to the governess. You all want to wait here for our correspondence from the Suns? I'll be back
Might as
soon.
well.
I don't think I'll be that long.
Sure.
Mhm.
Trill will finish downing his coffee and then
Yep.
he'll quickly down his ale as well and
Yeah.
head out.
Goes down smooth.
Yeah. Yeah. He
Very-
downs him, and then he gets up to walk out the door. And as he's about to walk out the door opens, and you just see a guy entering, and he's like, "Oh, hey, it's you." It's a human guy, voice instantly. This is crazy.
He said we would recognize you immediately.
Hey,
Okay.
it's
Let's
me,
go.
Copy.
Never mind, he's
Not,
here.
not tiefling though, I swear.
Tiefling, don't tell him that.
Normal, everyday
Yeah.
human.
Also, don't touch
Goblins.
me. Don't touch me.
Okay, come on, let's go.
Some illusion magic. It's pretty good, eh?
You do look very
I
different.
look like a human, a normal human. He's just saying this out loud.
And you talk like someone who's disguised as a human.
Really? Wow. I'm doing great.
That is a compliment. Let's go. You just guide him back to where everybody's sitting.
Sits down at the table. Hey, everybody. It's me, Gothis. You wouldn't know that because I'm disguised like a human.
They sent you. Okay.
Voice
Yeah.
very well.
Whoa! Why'd you say it like that?
My bad, my bad, my bad.
Come on, I broke you out of prison. No, not you.
Listen. Okay, let's. I have somewhere to be, so let's kind of
Right.
figure out what we're going to do.
Right, yeah.
The governess offers that we meet at the meeting happens at the cathedral.
Okay.
Is your Xantha
Xander.
will he be okay with that? Xander.
Yeah, his conditions are that you escort him. You escort him around. He's gonna have a disguise on like me,
Okay.
but
Mhm.
you
And
guys gotta escort him around.
Mhm.
That'll be fine. When did he mention a time he would like to have it? Or today or
He can do it today. Pretty sure. He just needs. When are you guys doing the meeting? You know. He didn't say a time. I assumed you guys had a time.
did she give me a time?
No.
Hmm.
But when you give me a time, I'll go back and tell him the time, and then we'll meet up. You know, and then you'll take him there.
Okay then. Well then I will be running my errand quickly and figuring out a time and I'll come
Right.
back and let you know.
Right. Splendid. Okay. Cool. Should I wait here for you to get back?
Wait, could we
If
just
you wish, if not, if I come back and you're not here, I'll come find you at the
Sure. Why not?
wait, just real quick. With the escort, could we not just like tell her a time, and then whenever we get her to go there, we go pick up Xandar and bring him with us, and don't have to go through this loop of informing you and keeping you
She
here
may-
longer than you need to be.
She may not be able to be available at that time.
She may not be available now. There's still a lot of repairs that have to happen within the fort. And
know,
I'm
but
sure
I'll-
There was
City.
an attack.
But what I'm saying is, whenever she is available, we coordinate around that and just go pick him up for that time.
We
I'm
don't
good
know
with
that
walking
time.
less, guys. I'm not gonna lie.
that's the plan is to do that.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
Let's go.
I'm just saying we essentially just don't make Karthus stay here longer. We just go pick him up whenever.
well, if he's
have
planning
time.
on coming with us while being disguised, if it's illusion magic like this, he might need time to get that sorted. I'd much
Is it-
rather if honestly, Squall, as much as I would like to just show up and pick him up, if we're trying to cause good relations here between him and the and the government in this town and probably the Sun, considering we're doing it at the cathedral, then I would rather not be in a bad mood that he was not when we would be having it. That's my take on it, at least. So I'm going to figure that out. If you, I'll turn to Weird Boy. If you
Sure.
if you want to, and if not, I'll come over to we meet you at normally and inform you or Xandar.
Man, sure. I'll wait here. You know.
I'll turn towards the rest of the group and just kind of give them like a very like cheeky like smirk and be like, "Have fun," and then turn and walk out.
You guys got any human drinks? I've never had it. It's that tiefling stuff.
I don't.
I mean,
Eddie's
I
just
think the
holding
tiefling stuff's
back
better.
a laugh.
This
Like-
doesn't seem like a great time to be day drinking.
Like water.
It is.
Well, I haven't
human
had
drink?
water before. No, I
In
mean
the
like
morning.
alcohol. Come on.
It is.
Eddie just takes out his flask
The
and
morning.
it takes out his left flask and hands it to him.
Oh, let's go. See, this guy knows
No.
what he's out.
Breaks his
What is it
illusion
about?
by putting it to his face.
Yeah. Now there's two of them.
No, I really
Great.
respect you. What's your name again? One Eye. Can I call you One Eye? That's Eddie.
Sure.
One-eyed Eddie. That's what I'll call you.
Just don't call me late to dinner. Sorry.
Oh, can I have a nickname?
Mine's running everywhere.
Yeah, no, the Titan already has one for you, actually.
What?
I look at Alex. I'm like, isn't Alex already a nickname? Actually,
Oh.
he doesn't even say that. No, I take that back.
Yeah, no, Titan already
getting out
has
of
one
character
for you.
here.
What is it?
I shouldn't say it to you. It's not something you say to people in nice company.
What? I look at Squall. What?
Takes a
Great.
sip of the. This stuff is shit. What the hell? You guys drink this shit?
I love this guy so
Well,
much.
Hey, we didn't say it was good.
Yeah, you're right. It's
Hands
not
him-
good. You tried to poison me or
hands him-
something?
Nah, it
Hands
just gets
him
you
my
drunk.
other flask. I'm like, here, maybe this will be more your speed.
No, I'm not. I'm not trying this stuff. I don't want to die. God,
Pours
that
a
was
little
awful.
of it out. Pours a little of it out, and it's just water. Just clear.
Where I was like, ah, shit, that was my piss flask.
Shit. I really had to go last night.
I
I
don't
didn't
know,
want to go into
I
a
don't know.
bathroom.
Eddie just like pats.
Oh, shut up,
Eddie
dude.
pats. You weren't supposed to discover that.
You found the
Yeah.
piss flask.
Karth
But
has,
yeah,
Karth has found the piss flask.
idle banter with Karthus, that wacky dude, ensues.
That wacky
While
little guy.
Trail runs off to show Bulwark. Gets there, gets through all the rigmarole. Eventually, you are able to find the governess. Looks practically in the same place you found her last time. It looks like she hasn't slept since you talked to her last time.
Let's go.
That's about right. I approach. Is she talking with anyone?
Yes.
I will walk in and stand nearby, but I will stay to the side for now.
Yeah, she's like talking to him, looking around, and then she sees you and she like looks away, and then she does a double take. She's like, "You get out of here! Get out of here!" Points to the person she's talking to. Come on, get out of here! What's going on? Come on, tell me now.
Apparently, last night, without most of our knowledge, the mystery man appeared again to our companion that seen him before. I pull out my notebook and show her the map. He's from a small town in the mountains near Dosar Loss called Ebenwick.
Right. Okay.
He
Write that down.
informed us that our group specifically, that if we kept getting involved in trying to maintain or restore peace here, that we could end up dead. So I think he plans
It's
to make himself
occupational
known.
hazard.
Occupational hazard. I think he needs to make himself known again, probably soon if we
Okay.
keep.
Do you have do you have any useful information?
The sons want to have agreed to a meeting. The only thing they're fine with the cathedral. Their only condition was that our group guide them around or guide their leader.
Go ahead. Do that. I don't care.
What time would you be available to do it?
Can we do it now?
As long as
Anytime.
you can get, whenever you can get to the cathedral. If you can get to the cathedral now, we can go get him.
Sure. Why not? Let's do that.
Yes, ma'am.
Let's get
Yes,
this over
ma'am.
with as soon as possible.
Lady.
Get out of here. I have to
Poor
go.
lady.
Yes, ma'am. Because the balloon bursts out. Oh,
It doesn't salute back this time.
Yeah. Oh God. Okay. Well, he says that after he gets out. He says that, and then he runs off.
Oh,
Yeah.
shit.
Run back to the tavern.
Yeah.
Anyways, and that's what I said. Oh, hey, look, your friend's back. I was just telling him a really cool story.
Dude,
Oh, it was
Joe's
great.
head's on the table.
I think she fell asleep, by the way. Were you having a rager last night?
I look at him a little bit like annoyed.
Tough crowd,
no,
I guess.
The governess would like to have the meeting as soon as possible, preferably now, as she is on her way to the cathedral. So let's pick up then.
Right. Yeah, let's do that.
Okay, finally.
You make your way over to the hideout.
As we make our way over, Trill's gonna work his way to like the middle back of the group, away from Carthus, and be like, "So how was spending time with him?"
He said
Who's-
so
who's saying
much,
this to?
but I don't remember any
He's
of it.
like- I'm kind of like whispering it to the group, kind of like
I see.
trying to away from Carthus, just kind of whispering it in, like the center of the group.
He said so much, but I don't remember any of it.
I was this close to cursing him.
Sounds like you all had a great time.
Look,
That's
it
pretty-
was
that's
so
pretty-
interesting. I just not now.
Well, maybe you can spend
You-
time after we're done.
I better
You
try.
make your way through the town once again, quickly making your way as quickly as possible. Get back to the safe house store. You enter into the back, and standing near the hatch is Titan and another human gentleman, but very obviously the appearance and just shape of the body is very similar to Xandar.
This is the first time Joe's saying Xandar.
Yeah, but
Well,
they're
you're seeing humans in there.
well, they actually look more like an elf than a human. They're elf in appearance, high elf, an older looking high elf.
Disgusting.
Hello.
Jeez,
I
you
assume.
could undress a couple of those, could you?
The governess is quite busy and has informed me when I went to ask her this morning that she would like to just get the meeting going as soon as we could.
Very well. Carthus, Titan, hold down the fort while I'm gone. No problem, boss. Titan grunts.
Ooh, better watch out for.
Maybe that's his nickname for me.
God, it's been days, but it feels like years. Who's this guy's name again? Oh, watch out for her.
Okay. Yeah.
Enough correcting, guys.
Please lead the way to this cathedral.
And we'll lead the way we.
Yeah. You lead him back to the cathedral. He's completely silent, isn't really engaging with
We
you
actually-
guys.
We actually take
I-
him to an alleyway.
Uh,
All right, boys, rattle them.
Rattle.
He fell for it, boys!
Yeah!
Light him up!
He unblinded the fish and rattled them, boys!
yeah. What were you gonna do? Sorry.
My head is going to be on a swivel looking to see if anything happens at all.
Yeah,
Anybody?
Same.
Want to
Yeah,
roll?
same.
People who are looking around want to roll perception checks for me.
You got it, boss. That's a natural one.
Okay. You're looking around. You don't see anything out of the ordinary.
Perception. A 13, not too bad.
Yeah, you both are looking around. Dro just kind of gets lost and confused while she's looking around. She kind of just loses sight of anything in particular. Her own thoughts and just shifting crowds are making it impossible to focus or concentrate on anything. And while you're looking around at like these key points, places where people could try and hide, or the rooftops where people could be watching you from. You do not see anything while you are walking through. Eventually, you guys make your way down the street towards the cathedral. You can set yourself however you want to. I just threw you guys down.
I kind of like our cool pattern we got. Let's break
Okay,
the pattern.
I don't mind it.
Alright.
Fucking roll 20s running.
I actually want to be inside his house.
Is it?
Yeah, well, we'll kill you.
Okay.
Feels weird having the
Alright.
orange background.
I will.
Or brown background.
I'm gonna try and refresh my webpage real quick
Sure.
because she's running.
Yeah, I'll
Um,
walk where I am.
During our
Alright.
walk, I would like to ask Whiskey for Richard's final note to make sure I can pocket it and keep track of it.
I don't know who has it. I know he.
We
I know that-
we just left it on the
Yeah,
table.
It was on the
Joe
dinner
was
table
like,
last.
No, I read it and then would have left it on the table. I wouldn't have
Okay.
walked out with it.
And we
It's just,
but
on,
we
it's just
also
still on
would-
the table.
we also wouldn't have left it. Like especially
Yeah.
Squall. Squall wouldn't have left it.
No, yeah, 'cause
Well,
I was
well,
100% wanting to, keep it.
Sure.
So I'm gonna go ahead and write it down if that's okay.
Okay.
Right.
Whoever had
I'm
it.
still running slow, but it's fine.
Sure.
Yeah, you're making your way up the street. You see some of the city guards standing outside the entrance.
Oh, these guys again.
Not Burning Head.
Not these fuckers.
No. But,
me- Let me lead the way, I guess. I'll get us in and
here.
introduce Xandar to the governess and all when we get in. Xandar, oh. Whoa.
What the hell?
I'm behind.
Easy there, Tiger.
Easy.
Whoa!
He teleported. He's the mystery man.
Yeah, he's the mystery man now.
Oh, there,
The mystery man.
Kimasabe.
I'm gonna walk here.
Bodyguards.
Mhm.
Get here.
I
I'll
was
when I
not panned to the
walk
right part of
up,
the screen.
when I walk up, I'll ask the gods. Has the governess arrived here yet?
Yes, she's arrived for the meeting. Do you have the leader of the Suns in tow?
We do. He is with us.
Please
Bolts of
enter.
green light emanates from him as you bring him.
And
Please enter.
okay. Nods and heads on.
Yeah.
This is this like a pyre that's actually
Oh
sitting
my
there?
god.
Huh?
Is that like a chandelier or is that like a pyre? The thing at the end.
That's just this right here. That's just like a brazier on the floor.
Okay, it's a brazier. Is that the governess there?
That's the governess. Yeah.
Oh,
she's
You also see the leader of the
Yeah.
Burning Hand there as well.
I assumed.
She just
Uh,
decapitates him.
Yeah, with
No,
the
shim.
Yo, dude, we got the we got the whole.
Yeah.
This is
We have the
everything
Holy
right here.
Trinity, guys.
Yeah, this is everyone.
Shit
The
factor.
whole kit and caboodle.
Dude, holy.
Glad to see that you were able to make it here in time.
Yes. We. God, I don't know how to do this. Wait, shit, I didn't think this through.
We shit the bed.
What?
It's the scene in The Hangover where it's Bradley Cooper calling. And he's like, "Yeah, we fucked up."
Trill, Trill,
I threw up.
I threw up. Trill, like does a small, a very small like bow to the governess and say, "We have the Xandar, the shepherds of the Burning Suns," and he just kind of steps aside and lets him walk up. I don't phrase that.
It is an honor to finally meet you. Yes, well, I'm hoping that we can get some issues resolved here. See the headmaster of the Burning Hands standing, almost like not angry. There's like a mixture of anger and concern on his face as he looks on. Governess, we should not trust them. Their intent is unknown. Well, we are here to discuss that all now, aren't we? Everyone? What's your passive perception?
15.
Malone.
11.
12.
put it- I'll-
Oh, no,
I'll
my-
put them
my
down. I'll put
character
them
sheet
down.
closed.
Yeah, let's write them down, boys.
Is anyone's
I
higher than 15?
had-
Higher than?
Higher than? No, I don't think so.
No.
Okay.
No.
You couldn't ask us next
beginnings-
level?
The beginnings of this conversation are starting to happen
Oh,
when all of a sudden,
Oh
Yeah.
fuck.
Yeah.
Hold on, boys. Hold on.
crashing noise
Uh-oh.
as the stained
Yeah.
glass ahead of you is shattered, and a man lands behind.
Daddy.
Oh, the stained glass window is broken, and you see two chains
Fuck.
come out
You've got a
of the
noise.
window and choke the guards to death that are next to
Oh.
the headmaster as a man lands down right there.
Oh shit.
What?
Oh, shimp.
My bow is up and pointed.
Gosh, dude.
They are an old-looking drow individual,
Okay.
Alright.
white hair, tattered clothes, and around their arms you can see two bands that the chains seem to be coming out of.
It's Kratos.
Okay.
And then it says, "Hello. It's nice to finally meet you all." And that's where we're gonna end tonight's session.
What?
Damn.
What?
We
Ben,
we met the ghost. We met the ghost.
We met the ghost.
The ghost came
The
to
ghost
us,
of
guys.
Sparta.
All right, Ben, you want to do the thing?
Dude,
Yeah.
call bro
Thank you
Spawn.
everyone for watching, and
The
go
chains
fuck
at his
yourself.
ass.